Okay, hey everybody, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Happy Friday. Well guys, remember when I told you when I was making these bunnies the other night that I was thinking about making some carrots? Well, I'm going to, and I'm going to use my bread dough recipe that I shared in another video, but I thought I'd go ahead and show you one more time. So stick around and I'll be right back. Okay, what you're going to need for this is 1 piece of white bread, regular white bread, okay? Not sourdough, not anything like that. Just, you know, like you would make a regular sandwich. I don't know. Maybe some people just use sourdough for sandwiches. I don't know. Just a regular piece of white bread. Tacky glue, and it has to be tacky glue. Don't use Elmer's or anything like that. Just tacky. A little bit of lanolin, and this is just like a Pond's, you know, to take off your makeup. Since I'm making carrots for the bunny, orange paint acrylic. And then I had this raffia, and I'm just going to shred this really little, and I'll get into that once the rest of the carrots are done. You want a solo cup so you can throw it away after. I don't have any spoons, so I'm going to use a knife to mix this up. And I'm going to put in, okay, the first thing you need to do, you need to take the crust off. You don't want the crust. Okay. Can you hear Bella? She's drinking water in the background. Now she's looking at me because she heard me say her name. She's thinking, what are you saying, talking about me for? Okay. Whoop. Okay. What you're going to do now is you're just going to crumble up, and I mean crumble up, little tiny pieces. The reason being it's going to be a lot easier to mix in with the glue and the lanolin instead of big chunks, because you're going to make dough. And this dough is so neat. Like I said, I have a video on making this, but I made roses, and they look porcelain. I mean, they're very, very pretty. So you can go over to that video and look if you want. So you're crumpling this all up. I'll show you closer in a minute. I don't know why I don't know what the reason is either to use just regular white bread and nothing else. I'm not sure. But do you see how that's just really fine? Okay, then you're going to take the Aleen's, and this is where I got the recipe actually more than 30 years ago. No, it was 40 years, when I was taking a craft class, and it was Aleen's, the maker of this glue. Okay, there's your 1 tablespoon of white tacky glue. Okay. Okay. It's going to be fine. I promise. Washing my hands real quick. Can't believe I'm doing this one down here instead of in my craft room, but sometimes it's just easier because I have a sink right by me, you know? So that might be, I don't know what the reason is. Who knows? Hold on. Okay. Now you're going to use just a little bit of the lanolin. I'd say probably this much, and that is the size, I would say, of, well, if you put it into a little ball, like the size of a pencil eraser. So now you're just going to mix this. And at first, you know, you're going to look at it and you think, oh my gosh, this is never going to work. You know, because it's just like kind of a sticky mess. And you know, I don't know what the reason is for the lanolin. I can't remember what she said that was for. remember. And then after it gets all incorporated, what you're going to do is you're going to knead it in your hand. And at first, like I said, you're going to think, man, this is not going to turn out. You'll see what I mean in a minute. Okay, so, see, clear. Okay, now, I just want to get all of this you just keep put a little bit more of this. I took off a little bit more. I'm not doing the dark crust, I'm just taking off the bread that was in it. I took a little bit too much off, I think. I think I'm going to add a little bit more bread. I think I got overzealous with the glue, so hold on. Oh, I can't even turn this off yet. Hold on. Not going to edit it, you know why? Live TV. I just refuse to do perfect videos. If they don't turn out perfectly the first time, I'm not going to just delete. I won't let you see. Yeah, I need a little bit more bread. I'm just going to, like I said, I'm just going to add it to that, and then you'll see the difference in a minute. But I need enough. What I got to do is I got to turn it off because the bread is in the freezer. So I have to let it thaw for a minute, and then I'll be right back and I'll show you. Okay, guys, here's the wax paper, and I washed that tablespoon off real quick so the glue wouldn't start sticking to it. Okay, what I did is I went like this with the lanolin, and I just went like this. I mean, and there was nothing on there, just almost to where you're just feeling it. You know what I think the lanolin's for now that I'm thinking about it? I think it's to make it pliable. I think that's what it's for, but I'm not sure. Okay, so there's that. Let's close this up. Got the glue closed. Cup, let's throw it away. Okay, with this, it is where you air dry it. Where do you see this? Where is that camera? Okay. You air dry it. So while you're working with this, you have to keep it in a baggie. So I'm going to put it in a baggie, and then I'm going to put it in a Ziploc. Because if you don't, it's going to dry out. So once you have done whatever you want to do with this bread dough, whatever you've wanted to sculpt, let it just sit out, and it will dry on its own. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm only going to do half right now. So cut it in half. Don't fold it in half. There, it's in the baggie, twisted, and now in a Ziploc. And as I need it, I'll take it out. This will last you, I think it'll last probably a good week. Okay, so I want you to be able to see this. Okay, there's the dough. Here's the paint. Shake it up a little bit. I'm going to zoom in a little. Get a toothpick. Okay, I shook it up, and it's just the Americana. I got this at Hobby Lobby. Okay. A little on a toothpick. Let's not do all of it yet. Again, you don't want a lot because if you do, it's going to make it too sticky. So do a little bit at a time to get the color. Bella, what are you eating? You should see them. They're both standing right next to me because I had bread. A lot of times I'll give them a little bit of crust if I'm having a sandwich or a piece of toast, and that's what they think it. And I told them you can, it's got glue on it. Okay, this definitely needs more, so we'll put more, little at a time. The reason I don't do all of it at once is if it starts to feel like, oh no, it's getting a little sticky, I can add more of this to it. Well, it's a nice color peach, but it's not what I need. These make the prettiest flowers. This dough really does. Really pretty roses. I can't believe that craft class I took. Well, my oldest was, I think he was 2. He was 2 or 3. And he's 45 now, so yeah, this is at least a 42-year-old recipe. But it's a good one. And you have to go slow with this process. You just have to. But it's good anyway because you want to knead all these colors. See, it's getting, but it's not to where I want it. So little by little. Well, it's Friday. What's everyone doing? It'll eventually get there, guys. Now you might say, well, could you just make them and then paint them? You could. What you could do is you could just form whatever you're going to form, let it dry, and then paint it. But the thing is with that, to me, well, I guess I'm speaking more for flowers, it doesn't look as nice. It doesn't look, when you actually incorporate the color into the dough, when that dries, it looks more like a porcelain. Whereas if you paint it, it's going to look like something that's just been painted with acrylic. I don't know. It's just, there is a difference. That's why I go to this length. And I'm not going to do all of this in front of you guys, but I just want to do 1 or 2 and put it in there to let you see, you know, what it looks like. Well, you know, too, this orange is not exactly, this is, what color? Is it just orange? Jack-o'-lantern orange. Bella, no, don't start. No, no. Go lay down. Bella, go lay down. Come on. You want to say hi to everybody? Come here. See, it's getting a little bit tacky. Okay, guys. Okay, I've got the orange, and now what you do to create the shape, and I'm sure most of you already know this, and I want it small because it's going into here. Where am I here? Okay. And you don't want it too big. So, I mean, they can be different sizes. So you're going to roll this into a ball. And then, can you see? Yeah. And then you're just going to start, you know, rolling it at the end because, of course, you want the carrot, it gradually goes from the width of it wide to to narrow, right? Okay. So there's your carrot. And then what you can do is with your toothpick score some lines in it. I don't know if you can see that. And then while it's still, actually you could use this for it, while it's still pliable and not dried, make a hole with your toothpick. So now it has a hole. And either what you can do is you can take, like, see, this is already starting to dry. I'm gonna have to put it in here. It dries very quick, especially in the summer and in the spring. While you're working, just keep it in here. It just started to dry. So I got to get these made too before they dry. What you could do is you could really just make this very, very thin. Make it green, like I did with the orange. And maybe I'll go get some green and I'll do it both ways. Well, you know, actually what you could do is with a garlic press, that would be the way to go. But are you getting my drift? I mean, and make a bunch of them, you know, for the greenery. But that's too close. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn off the camera, and I'm going to look for my garlic press and go get some green, and I'll do it both ways. Okay, I made another one, you guys, and I made the hole in it a lot bigger because what I did is I took a string of the, oh, this one fell off, of the raffia, about that long, and I kept, you know, shredding it, and then I folded it in half, and I folded it in half again so it would make a bigger bunch. And so it makes it stiffer on the end. And like I said, what you could do is you could put a little bit of the glue and then put it in to this hole and just squish it down as much as you can to, you know, make sure it adheres. Okay, this piece is going to bug me there. But I like that a lot better than trying to do the garlic press. Like I say, you can try it, but it made them very, very short, not long. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to indent. So that's that. And then as soon as those are dry, like I said, I'll put them into here so we can see what it looks like. Okay, I wanted to show you, I took some of this off and I'm shredding it like I told you. It was a piece like, I can show you. It's like this. And then I just peeled it apart. Peel it apart. Then I'd lay it down. Sometimes it's hard to, once you get it, okay, I just wanted to show you this. Okay, see how, you can make a broom too, you know, get a little stick and make a broom if you're doing a fairy garden. Okay, that's the way my mind works when I'm doing something. Sorry. Okay, and then I took it and I folded it. Okay, so now you have this. Then I took the very end and I twisted it. And by twisting it, it makes it stiffer, so it's easier to go in to, and I want to show you how big I made this hole. I made the hole a lot bigger than the first one. You know what, I'm going to even make it bigger and show you. Okay. Again, it's starting to dry already. I don't know if you can see. So I'm pushing it down in. And then just to make sure, a little bit more. Okay. Now, like I said, you can leave it like this, but for this pot, I think it's too long. But for other things, you could. So I'm just going to trim this a little bit. Okay. Okay, hold on. All right, so here is this, and I'm just going to, again, so now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ready to go into that bucket in just a couple minutes. Okay, so here they are. They're almost dry. What do you think? What do you think, guys? Do you like it? All right. Well, I'm pretty pleased with them, and you could use these, you know, you could make some, you could put a hole through it going, excuse me, going this way, and string them and make a little banner. You could make a necklace for something just cute for a little girl or something, or like I said, a fairy garden, or this. So what do you think? I'll be back and we'll see what it looks like. I keep saying that, don't I? But I just want to keep showing you guys. But I'll finagle this and put them in there. Okay, guys. Here they are with the carrots in them. I think they turned out really cute. Yeah, I like the carrots in it. I think it adds to it. So I'll do it with the rest of them. I wanted to show you. So yeah, they look really cute. All right, guys, you have a great weekend, okay? And I'll be having another video up at the beginning of the week. So like, share, and subscribe, please. I appreciate it so much. Love getting together with you guys. Happy weekend.